Hey guys, HDvee here and welcome to a brand new video. Today we've got some pretty big things to go over for Pokemon Scarlet and Pokemon Violet. We have a new version exclusive limited time Tera Raid event happening this weekend, and as well as that we have a massive DLC theory to take a look at for the Generation 9 games as well. So plenty of stuff to talk about today. If you're excited for the video though, as always, make sure to drop a like down below. Let's try to 500 likes, really helps out. Leave a comment with your thoughts on anything we cover in today's video. Subscribe if you're brand new for daily Pokemon content, ring the notification bell. Let's get into the video. So, starting things off, let's take a look at this new version exclusive limited time Tera Raid event in the Generation 9 games. It was just announced today, posted on HDvee, saying HDvee update, the next Pokemon Scarlet and Pokemon Violet Tera Raid battle event has been announced. Face Tyranitar in Pokemon Scarlet or Salamence in Pokemon Violet. Runs from December the 9th through to December the 11th, 2022. So it's of course this weekend, bang in the middle of the Charizard raid events, because of course next week, the next weekend, we also have the Charizard raids back. So this is just kind of like a little mini Tera Raid event that's between the Charizards. They are version exclusive as well. It's a little bit unfortunate because, you know, Tyranitar is already a version exclusive in Scarlet anyway, and you know, Salamence is already a version exclusive in Violet, so it would have been cool to like mix and match, but it's not the worst thing in the world because you can still easily join these. Like, you can still find random raids or join your friends' raids or whatever, so it's not the worst thing in the world. But if you are in Pokemon Scarlet, you are only going to find Tyranitar raids in the world, and in Violet you're only going to find Salamence, but again, easily can join them. Let's go over a little bit more information about this as well on HDvee. So it says the third Tera Raid battle event has been announced. This event will feature different spawns depending on your version. So Tyranitar in 4 and 5-star raids in Scarlet, and Salamence in 4 and 5-star raids in Violet. So it's not just 5-star raids for Tyranitar and Salamence, they are in 4-star raids as well, with both games being able to play both online. These raids do not have a set Tera type either, so it's not like, obviously from the picture you can see Salamence with the steel and Tyranitar with, I think that's the ghost. That's not like set in stone. They can all have the different Tera Raid hats, just like the EVs could in the EV Tera Raid thing. And it says this event will run from midnight UTC on December the 9th through to 23:59 UTC on December the 11th, 2022. So it's just literally this weekend. So yeah, you can get some really cool Tera Raid hats for Tyranitar and Salamence, two pretty good Pokemon as well. You know, Tyranitar definitely benefits from like a Ghost Tera hat, taking away that quad fighting weakness, so that's really useful. And again, Salamence as well, you know, being steel helps with like the fairy and stuff. But that is the new Tera Raid event that has just been announced. We also got Joe Merrick here saying, I highly doubt these events will have Herbamistica anytime soon. Wonder what items they'll have to entice us. Yeah, they have to drop good stuff in order to get people to want to keep doing it. I guess there's a certain aspect of wanting to collect Tyranitar with like all the Tera hats, and the same with Salamence. But with the Charizard raids, once we'd caught it, it could still give you, you know, the chance of getting like the ability patches, a lot of really good XP candy, a lot of really good items that sell for a lot of money. And with the EVs as well, it was nice to get like all the different EVs with the Tera hats. But I don't know, with these 4 and 5-star raids, I feel like they're not going to be as popular. So if there is a chance that they drop Herbamistica and stuff, I think that's going to make people want to do them a lot more. I don't see why they wouldn't drop them either. Well, the 5 stars anyway, because in normal 5-star raids you get Herbamistica regardless. So I know that these will probably pop up more frequently because it's the raid event, but at the same time, I still think the 5 stars should drop Herbamistica. It was a bit silly that the Charizard one didn't. I think they definitely should have in that, especially with it with 7-star raids. But either way, the Tyranitar and the Salamence Tera Raid event is happening this weekend, 9th to the 11th. They're version exclusive, but you can easily join each other's raids and stuff. And then the weekend after, we have the Charizard. The weekend after, like, it's getting close to Christmas. I think for Sword and Shield we had like shiny Magikarp raids and also like Delibird and stuff like that. So I wouldn't be surprised to see something like that again. Delibird raids for Christmas, maybe other ice types, Kragan or whatever. Maybe even Titan as well, because that's the new ice type. And maybe having like higher shiny chances as well. Something like that would be really cool because, yeah, it gives you more of an incentive to do it. Of course, these will probably not be shiny locked, but Tyranitar and Salamence aren't new Pokemon. I think if we did a Tera Raid event with like Titan that could be shiny and had like higher odds or something like that, a lot more people would be wanting to do that. Anyway, though, that is the Tera Raid event. Let's move on to this massive DLC theory by Yaridon, saying spoilery stuff. Looks like 3 out of 4 of the mysterious symbols on the corners of the Scarlet and Violet logo frame. I think maybe the last one represents the spiraling path down into the crater. So yeah, on the Pokemon Scarlet and Violet logo, they've got like all the different kind of symbols in the corner. and these have basically been found in the different craters of Area Zero, like in the different kind of caves and stuff. We have one here called the Adventure into Area Zero, which is this one. And that says, a photograph of a spot where the survey team rested on day 2 of the expedition. Note the strange symbols inscribed in the ground here. Were they left by explorers in the time of the Paldean Empire, or could they be older still? Regardless, they seemed as if they must hold some meaning. We have this icon here, which is another one of the logo kind of things. And this was called Mysterious Plates. During our descent into Area Zero, we came across a buried metal plate inscribed with a strange symbol. We attempted to shave off a piece of the plate, but failed to leave even a scratch. Even determining the nature of the metal seems beyond modern science. We know not why the inscription was made, let alone how. And then we have another one, which was this symbol saying, a phantom memory. During our exploration of Area Zero's depths, Heath strayed from the team and was later found unconscious. When awoken, I could only recall speaking with someone in an unfamiliar place as if it was a dream. I was found holding the page shown here. The handwriting is my own, but I have no memory of writing this. So that's quite an interesting one. I feel like that's definitely some sort of like ghost spiritual Pokemon or something like that. But a lot of people are believing that these are all kind of new legendary Pokemon, and we could get them in like the DLC or something, because it's very likely we get an extra DLC pack of just Area Zero. You know, we've got the DLC forms, the Paradox form, should I say, of like Virizion and Suicune. The third legendary, which seems to be tied with all the terrestrializing thing, also in Area Zero. We've got these strange patterns and stuff in Area Zero, which I'm sure we'll have more information of when we go into Area Zero. There's also the elevator that you can't access, so obviously we can go into that, and then that will take us even deeper into Area Zero. So all these things are kind of giving us the idea that Area Zero is definitely going to have a DLC pack. And then obviously the one in the very top right of the map hopefully is another one. We have a Yorodon here saying, you know, phantom memory is interesting. I get what some people were talking about with the whatever in the crater making people imagine things now, but there's that dream word again. Dreams are kind of a big deal there. The professor rants about it. Their dream, their paradise, the world they want to see isn't based on reality. There's plenty of hints that Paradox Pokemon aren't from the actual past. Ancient Cyclizar was still Cyclizar, so no fossils of ancient Volcarona have ever been found. Ancient Suicune was imagined. So they're from some imaginary dream world paradise created by the third legendary. You know, the one that encircles a disc, should I say, with an ocean of mountains and clouds and planets surrounding it. This thing is interesting. I look forward to when it gets properly introduced. But this is the third legendary. You know, in the game, I obviously went over it in yesterday's video. There's literally the book where they talk about it, and they talk about the fact that this legendary is the reason behind this new phenomena, and as well as that, they know the name of it and stuff, and it's just deep in Area Zero. So again, it all points to Area Zero having a DLC pack, and we go further down, and that's how we encounter the third legendary. Definitely a world turtle, which did not originate with Terry Pratchett's Discworld. Discworld does offer the best world turtle artwork, though. Also a great book series, which I recommend. But yeah, talking about this turtle potentially being this third legendary. And there's elephants as well. Maybe that's why Donphan got 2 Paradox forms and why it's one of the first ones we see. If the past/future Paradox Pokemon are sort of preconceived or predetermined in any way, maybe this disc Pokemon acts more like a coin, like a flip determined whether Scarlet happened or Violet did. Was considering this while wondering what if the Discworld was flipped upside down. I'm sure this Pokemon's power is going to turn out to be a way simpler and less cool than anything I speculate. Oh well, still fun to think about. So yeah, from this, what I personally think is, you know, all these symbols mean something to do with Area Zero. You know, we've seen like the different kind of, I guess what it looks like the patterns and stuff on the floor of different caves, and just in the books, there's just different elements of these symbols in different locations of Area Zero. So potentially it could be like 4 new legendary Pokemon. I think the Phantom one is really, really interesting though. Kind of giving me vibes of like what Calyrex did to, what's his face? I can't remember the dude in the Crown Tundra, but the expedition guy. But yeah, obviously Calyrex was like controlling him and stuff, and the fact that, you know, it was the explorer's handwriting, and you know, he was dreaming and he heard this voice, and yeah, I think that's definitely some sort of like maybe ghost legendary or ghost Pokemon or something like that. But either way, it's all very interesting. There's a lot of unanswered questions, which I'm sure will all come out in Area Zero. But again, what I think is going to happen is we just take that elevator down into Area Zero, and then we find out more about these icons. We find the third legendary, we find more Paradox forms, potentially other new Pokemon as well. And yeah, I think that will probably be the first DLC pack that is announced. But I'm really looking forward to that one, because Area Zero has got some really interesting questions that need to be answered. But either way, a really cool theory by Yorodon there, talking about what the legendary could potentially be and stuff, and also about these different icons and stuff. But definitely Sure, there's more stuff that we haven't even come across yet for Area Zero in the Professor's Lab and stuff like that. But either way, that is going to be everything for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, please do consider hitting the like button down below. Let's try and hit 500 likes. It really helps out. Leave a comment. What are your thoughts on the latest Tera Raid event? Again, it's nothing crazy. We weren't even expecting anything this weekend because we know we're getting Charizard next weekend. But it's cool to just get something. I don't think they're going to make like a weekly Tera Raid event, but I'm expecting something like probably every weekend until Christmas. I'm definitely expecting something for Christmas, and then after Christmas it probably like dialed down a bit. There's also other starters as well that could be in the Tera Raids, you know, like Greninjas, Chestnuts, Delphoxes. You know, we know they're going to come through Pokemon Home just like Charizard did, and Charizard got a raid event. Potentially they could as well. I think Greninja Tera Raids would be sick, and I'd love to see that. But either way, we'll have to wait and see. And then also, what are your thoughts on the whole DLC thing as well? Do you think these icons are for legendaries? Do you think they're just markings? What do you think it all means? Let me know in the comments. But that is everything from me. Have a fantastic rest of your day, and until next time, peace.